New York, a city where dreams breathe, but where reality often bites just as hard. It was a cold winter evening. The sun had long set, and a gentle layer of snow had tucked Central Park under a soft white blanket. On an old wooden bench, a girl sat quietly, a steaming cup of Starbucks coffee in her hands. The aroma of hazelnut and cinnamon floated in the chilly air. That girl was Emily Thompson, graceful, thoughtful, and deeply rooted in her art. She worked as a curator at one of New York's prominent art galleries. Her creativity and vision were highly admired, yet today her face held a quiet storm of unresolved thoughts and hidden sadness. At that moment, a young man with a DSLR camera in hand was capturing shots of the snow-covered park. His lively aura stood in contrast to the stillness of the evening. With ocean blue eyes and a carefree spirit, he moved with the kind of charm that made people smile without realizing it. "Excuse me," he said, approaching her gently. "The lighting is perfect right now. Would you mind if I take your picture?" Emily raised an eyebrow, a little amused. "A picture? Of me?" "Yes," he grinned. "You've become part of the scene. The photo will be yours, but the light belongs to New York." She gave a soft smile and nodded. That was the first time they met, Ryan Blake, a freelance photographer who lived his life on his own terms. He traveled, clicked, and told stories through still images. He lived in the moment. Emily, on the other hand, preserved moments and framed them for the world to reflect upon. From that day, their paths kept crossing. They started meeting more. At her gallery and coffee shops, sometimes just walking through the streets of Manhattan. Where Ryan was impulsive and spontaneous, Emily was measured and thoughtful. Yet something about their contrasts made them feel at ease in each other's presence. For Ryan, Emily quickly became more than just a friend. He saw the quiet sadness in her eyes, the pain she never spoke of. He learned bit by bit about her past, about Jack, the man she had once loved, and who had broken her trust. Since then, Emily had built walls around her heart. She was scared of love, scared of being vulnerable again. But Ryan never rushed her. He never asked for anything. He just gave his time, his laughter, his sincerity. That was his love language. One day, as they were walking through the gallery, Emily turned to him and said, "I want to feature your photos in our next exhibition." Ryan blinked in surprise. "Mine?" "Yes. Your work captures emotion in ways that few others can. I want people to see what I see in your photographs." It was her first step toward trust, toward healing, and maybe toward love. The night of the exhibition arrived. Ryan's photographs hung proudly on the gallery walls, and every visitor seemed captivated. Emily watched him from a distance, that boyish smile, the passion in his eyes, and something inside her melted. But as fate would have it, life had another test waiting. Just a week later, Emily received a once-in-a-lifetime offer, an international art project based in Los Angeles. It was her dream opportunity, but it meant leaving New York. Leaving Ryan. She hesitated, torn between love and ambition. Ryan looked into her eyes and simply said, "Go live your dream, Emily. I'll still be here." And she left. Los Angeles welcomed her with lights, applause, and success. Her name was printed in art journals, her work celebrated across galleries. But her nights were quiet. Her coffee never tasted the same. Her laughter never reached her eyes. 2 years passed. When she returned to New York, everything felt the same, yet nothing truly was. There was only one place she needed to go, Central Park. She walked to the same bench. Snow had returned. Silence wrapped around her like an old memory. And then, a familiar voice. "The coffee still tastes the same. Only the cold feels a bit stronger." She turned around. Ryan was standing there holding 2 coffee cups. His eyes held that same warmth, that same love. Emily couldn't speak. She just whispered, "I came back for good." Ryan smiled and replied, "Friendship never ends, Emily, and neither does love." Their silent bond, once a friendship, had now grown into a timeless love.